Hey guys, welcome. Solo Dolo page. The end of season 4, off-season, free agency period. I'm gonna break this up. First is the free agency video, and then I'll do the video for the draft. I'm gonna do the free agency video tonight, and do probably the draft tomorrow. And then I'll do the Wild versus the 76er episode probably on Monday. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. I'm just ready to get on to free agency, and I kind of have in mind what I want to do with this free agency period. I got little steps in my head I wanted to do, and we're just going to go at it just right now. Of course, as you know, Titans, we won our second Super Bowl. So basically, my whole thing is not just what do I have to do to keep this team together. I think that was my mindset last year in the last offseason. This offseason is going to be more of how can I keep this team performing at the level it performs without paying a whole bunch of money in contracts. So I can have cap space. Because if there is going to be a season 6, I want to have enough money to pay Jesse Holman, who is obviously, if you really think about it, even though he struggles in the regular season a little bit, throws a lot of picks, in the playoffs, the man is legit. He's 25 years old. He's still on his rookie deal. He's got superstar X factor. I definitely want to be able, if I do have the series go to year 6, I want to pay him and keep him on the roster. But I'm not really prepared to just sit there and say that I'm going to year 6. Chances are this series is done after year 5. I mean, by then I should have another console, a newer console, and I should be ready to go on to new stuff and get out of Madden 20. I should. But I'm having fun with this series, and it's kind of hard to want to give it up. It's been a fun series. It's been a fun ride. It's the only franchise I've had, the only thing I've done where the team has actually won Super Bowls. You know, it's hard to give up, and I love this roster. I love the Titans. I love the storyline. I'm enjoying the series. I don't know if I'm going to do a year 6, but I'm preparing. I have it in the back of my mind that I might end up doing a year 6. But right now, I'm just trying to save as much money as I possibly can. And so with that in mind, we got 26 players ready to negotiate their contracts, and we're going to go right in. And I think the first things first, players we definitely don't want should come off this list. Players that we know aren't coming back. Ronald Jones, you're good, but I'm not going to pay you $3 million a year. So we're going to withdraw that offer for him. So Ronald Jones will be set to free agency. We don't have a fullback. Wide receiver. Will Davis is definitely not coming back, and we're going to let his contract go. So we'll withdraw the offer for him. He'll be released in free agency. Adam Humphries, I'm kind of divided on him. Because, okay, let's go back and let's look at regression. We'll go back and look at the regression. Is it that bad on Humphries to the point where I need to get away from him? He dropped 12. He lost some of his deep route, which wasn't really all that great anyway. And he lost catching traffic's gone. He didn't really lose a lot, but he lost enough to where I'm like, yeah, we don't need to re-sign him, and it's just going to get worse. A.J. Brown hasn't lost anything, but he's demanding a contract that I really don't want to pay. He's demanding a contract I really don't want to pay, so I'll have to try to make a deal to bring him back, but for less money. And if he goes into free agency, he'll just go into free agency. Adam Humphries, with his regression, I'm not paying him $8 million for 1 year, man. I can't do that. $8 million for 1 year. Well, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to it. Hale Hantages, I'm going to let him go. No left tackles, left guard. Saffold, gonna let him go. We're gonna make a deal with Davis. Center, Ben Jones, we're letting him go. Drew Samia and Gossett. We're going to try to do something with Drew Samia. I don't really think he's earned this contract, 2 years, but getting linemen is very hard in Madden. If you let go of a decent guard, and I admit the pass blocking, I am not in love with that pass blocking. But as far as him being a 77 overall scheme fit player, I think he's fine for what we're trying to do. I would like for him to be more pass pro, though, than he is run blocking. Ethan Greenwich, he's asking for $2 million. A 69 overall, 25-year-old tackle. I'll come back to that. Matt Davis, we're making a deal for him. Okay, now here's the tricky part. Randy Gregory. What do I want to do? Randy Gregory did not lose that much. He really didn't. He didn't really lose that much in regression. He lost a point. But Keontae Davis, I can withdraw the offer for him. We're not negotiable, but we might bring Randy Gregory back, which will kind of suck because in a way I kind of don't want to do it because I want Matt Davis to take that spot. But I rather I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to get him to fill in certain formations and put him in certain packages where I can use him. Might do that. We're going to try to negotiate with both these guys. Middle linebacker, Rashawn Evans, we're going to definitely try to bring him back. Harold Landry, of course, we're looking to bring back. Brian Jones, 65 overall, normal dev. Do I really want to bring him for $540K death? Probably. Sharif Finch, I don't know. We'll come back to that. Depends on certain things that go on. LaShawn Sims. Housley, yeah, I'm going to withdraw this offer for him. Housley's a free agent. Michael Jackson Sr., he's not really asking for much, so I might make that deal. LaShawn Sims. He's asking for $2 million. But I don't like his zone coverage. And he's 29 years old. Jackson is younger, and he's a scheme fit, but he's got normal depth. His zone coverage is better, but his man coverage is terrible. We'll come back. Kalu, draw an offer for him. And that's about it. Oh yeah, kicker. Ryan Suckup. We're letting Ryan Suckup go. He'll go into free agency. And Brett Kern is fine. I'm not going to get rid of Brett Kern. Brett Kern's doing okay. Got to do no shit. I'm contract with him right now. He wants 1.5, and I think we're fine with that. I am fine with that. I just want to give him, that's all I want to give him though. Is he fine with it? Oh, he turned it down. Okay, whatever, dude. And what's the tag on him? $4 million. I'm not wasting my tag on him yet. So we'll leave that out. All right. Now we're down to the guys that we are, well, no, we're not, because they don't let them. It should disappear off the list when I do this, but I don't know. Okay, I'm going to get the big fish out the way. Because we're either going to keep them or we're not, and I'm not going to like hold it up any longer. We're going to see if I can get a deal done with Harold Landry. We're going to see if we can get a deal done with Harold Landry. So, I might want to move my thing so you guys understand what I'm doing. Let me move this up a little bit. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I hate these little square things. Put me somewhere where I don't block. Yeah, we'll do that. So you guys can see. Make these deals. Make sure scene looks the same. Alright. Harold Landry. Either we get a deal done or we don't. I mean, he wants $75 million for 4 years. We're going to go up on the years, like 75. So let's make it. How old is he now? 75, which is close to 76, 75. How about 7 years? Let's see. And just spread it out. It'll be a cap hit of just $10 million to keep him. I don't think he'll take this deal. I might have to shorten it. He wants 4. Let's try 6. Let's try 6. And I'll up this up a little bit more. And we'll get to where he wants us to be at. Okay, I got a little bit higher than, yeah, I don't want it that high. About, and I'll increase this signing bonus. And I'll make it, okay, I'm at where he wants me to be at. It's still like a cap hit of 10. I might go up on it just a little bit more on the, so almost 11 million a cap hit. You get 6 million plus 5 point. Will he take this deal though? And I'm just wondering. 76 million for 6 years instead of just the 4 years. Spread it out where it's not hitting me so hard with the cap space. Wonder if he'll take it. And Harold Landry turns me down. Good franchise tag him again. Don't really want to do it. Rather, I liked the deal that I had because 14 million, that's cap hit. I mean, that hits my cap immediately to tag him. And I really just want to make a deal with him. So, I don't know about franchise tagging him again. So, we're going to leave that alone. Do I want to pay? Okay, let's negotiate with AJ Brown, who wants 3 years at 17.5 million. I had it at 17.6, which I really don't want to pay him this kind of money. The cap hit is 4.89 million. It's a hit of 4.89. So he wants that. Do I really want to give him this deal though? Because I got Leonard, and if I lose him, since I got Leonard, I got, and I just don't think he's produced that much, man. Give him this offer. He might turn it down though. And AJ Brown will be a Titan again. Which means I can eliminate Adam Humphries. I didn't really feel good about that though, because I feel like, okay, for 3 years, for $70.5 million for 3 years, it sounds fair, but it's like $5 million over a year every year. And I don't think he earned that. But he's A.J. Brown. I think he's a good receiver. I think he can do certain things. And I think he'll be good. I just really didn't want to make that deal for him. But in the end, I did it. So it is what it is. A.J. Brown signed for 2 years. Wide receiver is done. We re-signed A.J. Brown. Roger Saffold, we're not interested. Nate Davis, a year for $3.3 million. I think it's worth it for depth. I will definitely give it to him for depth. Just for offensive line depth. Getting is, will he take it? Morale's pushing him to a 75, but he's actually a 74 overall at 26 years old, which is kind of low, but he's got normal development. It's not going to get any better than what it already is. It's kind of bad. I could hike this up by 3.4, make sure I keep him, because it is good depth. I mean, he is a scheme fit. He's a 70 overall lineman. I want to kind of keep him. And he resigns. So that's good. So Nate Davis is taken care of. Ben Jones is not coming back. Okay, Drew Samia. This is hard, guys. Because actually, I don't think he's a bad player. I just think that I don't really want to give him this money. I really don't want to give him a big contract. But we'll try. I'll try to negotiate. Linemen are hard to come by. Linemen are hard to come by in Madden, man. So if you can get one, you'll want to probably keep them. But this is $7 million a year. And I don't really want to do $7 million a year. I'd rather give him, okay, he's 26. I'd rather go 3 years. I'll go 3 years. And 3 years. Years at 18, I don't really want to do that. That's $6 million a year for a normal development lineman, but he is an 88 overall, and I'm just scared he's going to turn me down. $3 years, $18 million. That means I don't have to worry about him 2 years would be like $6 million, but this stretches out. He's actually getting what he wanted, because he wanted 2 years at $13 million, which is close to $14 million. So that's $7 million a season. I'm giving him 3 years at $6 million. He's actually getting more than what he really kind of wanted, because he gets that extra year, and he's making an extra $5 million or a 4 point whatever million. He's making a little bit more on the contract. He's 26 years old. He's got normal development. I'm really overpaying him, but for Madden, this is what you got to do to keep linemen, man. I really don't want to do this contract, but and he's going to test anyway. He didn't take it. What's the franchise tag on him? $12 million for a whole year. I don't want to pay that. So I got to do a deal with Kobe Gossett, because I might need him. So I'm going to have to make this deal, and I got to make sure I get him. You got to make sure you get him. Can't screw this up. So what I'm going to do is give him $4.5 million for a season. Could do 2, but I'm just going to do it for now. Kobe Gossett, what do you say? He's signed. Okay, good. So he's re-signed, so that's good. At least I don't lose a lineman. How is my line anyway? Let's see the player play. View and depth chart. Okay, at left tackle, of course, I got Lawan and Newsom. Saffold and I got Nate Davis. I got Hardison, but I'm looking to get a center in the draft. How am I at guard? Drew Samia's leaving. I got Gossett. I do got Alex James, who's still on his rookie deal. So I really kind of don't. Okay, at guard. Okay, what do I got at left guard? Saffold is leaving. And there's Nate Davis. Saffold is leaving. And I got Nate Davis. And I got Gossett. Saffold's leaving. And I'm losing Drew Samia to the free agency, so I can try to get him back. And I got Gossett. And you got Gossett. Did I get Gossett? Oh, I'm looking at, okay, I know what guy I'm missing. I'm saying Etheridge. Greenwich. A right tackle. So he's actually a tackle. I got Conklin. I don't really have tackles because I'm trying to let Taylor Lewan go. I'm missing a tackle. So I'm trading Lewan, most likely. I got Conklin, and I got Newsom. Conklin, Newsom, and Greenwich. Greenwich is not bad. He's not that bad. He's of course, Greenwich is 25 years old. He is a scheme fit, but he's got normal development. He's only asking $2 million. We can make that deal. It's not asking for much. Give 2.4 and that'd be it. 2.4. That's all I'm offering you. And he'll stay. $2 million ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing. It ain't no money. Nate Davis. Big Matt Davis. I want to make this deal. He's a star development. He just needs playing time. I don't know how I'm going to use him, but I'm going to use him. We're going to use him. Offered him. The thing is, want to make sure he does not. Make sure he does not leave. That's my main concern. I don't want him to leave. He's at 2.57 million. I'm gonna offer him 3 million. 3 million for Big Matt Davis. He's back. Okay, good. My future of my line is secure. Offensive line is gonna be a little bit trickier though, man. Oh my God. Randy Gregory. I want to have Randy Gregory for another year. I really do. So, because his overall, he only lost a point. I mean, right now, he's a 78 overall. It's because of morale. He's actually a 76 overall. But I still think that with Randy Gregory, it's having him there is better than not having him there, and we get more depth that way. So I'm kind of wanting to make this deal. I think he's worth it. And I'm going to offer him $2.2 million to come back. And Randy Gregory is back, so that's good. So that's done. No defensive tackles. Okay, now we're getting to the heart of it. But the main thing, okay, I think first what I want to do, let me see. The first thing I want to do is see, okay, Harold Landry's not coming back. He's going to go into free agency. I'm probably going to lose him. I really want to work out a deal. I don't want to give him the franchise tag that'll cost me $14 million. Man, I really don't want to do that. I just don't want to do it. But I'm going to work this out. This is the big contract we need to do, is Rashaan Evans. Everything else will fall if we don't get Rashaan Evans. That's who I'm going to franchise tag. So I'm going to try to get a deal done right now with Rashaan Evans. And we're not going to even play around with it. He wants 4 years. I'm going to give him his 4 years. I'm going to increase this deal. Give him a signing bonus. We're going to increase this deal and try to keep him. I don't want to franchise tag him, but I will if I have to. But I'd rather us just make a deal. Right now he's hitting my cap at $6 million. I'm ready to go up to 34.5 just to be safe. A 6.8 million cap hit to keep Rashaan Evans. And he resigns. So I got Rashaan Evans. That's good. I don't have Landry, and I don't want to franchise tag him. So now I got to look at other things. Okay. Gregory's been re-signed. He's two left outside linebackers. One can move over to where Harold Landry is. I don't have to keep Harold Landry. I can move on without Harold Landry. And I hate to do that, but I don't want to franchise tag him. And I don't want to franchise tag him. I just don't want to do it. I might have someone I might franchise tag, but I don't really want to. I don't want to pay $14 million a year for Harold Landry. I don't want to do it. And the first person I want to make a deal with is DeAndre Walker. One of the he had a great performance in that Super Bowl. Great performance in that Super Bowl. He's asking 2 years, 66.4. Morale's boosting him up. But I think he's a great player. Like having him. I think he really did good. And I think he's earned this contract. I'll go down on the thing, and then I'll add this bonus. Ooh, that's too much. I'm not trying to give you that much money, man. 26 years old. Two years, $7 million. DeAndre Walker's re-signed. Deshaun Davis? Don't know. I think he's good, and I think it would be good for depth. I think he'd be good for depth. I think he'd be good for depth. Cap hit at $3 million. That's all I'm willing to give him. I mean, I really want to pay him that though. He doesn't do any. I haven't seen him really make any plays. This player card. We're gonna need one of these guys, man. Like he didn't. Well, how many downs he played? Because last year he was really good. He got 6 sacks. He didn't really do anything. Someone else take that spot that's asking for like less money. Because I want to move Davis over to the right actually, or keep him on the left. Who would I move to the right? Jones is not there yet. He's too young. He's got normal development, and he's not ready yet. John Davis asking for $6.6 million. I really don't want to pay him that. Kern. Finch is not as good. He's got normal development. $68 overall, $74 overall. I wonder if he'll just take this. I had to resign him. It's death, man. That was death. That was a death issue, and I just didn't want to lose depth on the line, because I can move him over if I have to. The linebacker was good now. Right outside linebacker. I'm not franchise tagging Harold Landry. I'm not taking that hit no more. I'm tired of taking a hit because he won't take what I offer. He doesn't take my offers. Jones is younger, but he's got normal development. He's 22 years old. You can get a player like that anywhere. We're going to withdraw the offer for Brian Jones. Sheriff Finch. Not really asking for much. And he's actually got some ability. I'm willing to give him what he's asking for a year. 900K, 110K. He might not take it. He does take it. So, okay. Brian Jones, I let go. Harold Landry's not getting franchise tag. Now we got LaShawn Sims. Super Bowl hero, man. How are we on our depth chart at corner? Let me just look. Okay, Adoree Jackson and Shamir Roll, of course, are the big guys. Sims is more of a... Honestly, I think we can do better than Sims. I mean, you look at Sims. Man coverage is good, not elite. Play recognition is good, not as good as the others. His awareness is not like the others. Zone coverage is terrible. Press is terrible. If you're going to have a slot corner, you probably want someone a little bit better than he is. And how does Michael Jackson Sr.? Okay, he's low. He's like even lower. Everything is lower. And they're older. They're just a lot older. And I think we can go corner in the draft. We can get another corner in the draft. I need a slot corner is what I need. And I need a good one that's going to give me what Shamir Roll and Adoree Jackson give me. Sean Sims, you could keep him just in case you don't get anybody, but you can get him out of free agency. I would definitely just let these guys go. I'll let them test. I'm not gonna. I don't really want them that bad. I need another corner. I need some more corners now. And kicker, Ryan Suckup. And then let go. We couldn't get a deal done with Brent Kern and. Wait a minute. It just disappeared. I was going to franchise tag somebody, but it just took it off. Why did it do that? Well, these players ain't disappeared yet. I don't know what the heck they're doing, man. That don't make no sense. I don't want to go yet because I wasn't done. I guess it said, "Hey, you are done." Wait a minute. Like I kind of wanted to make out deals. And they just told me that I can't. Well, that's weird. I can't re-sign them? Guess not. That's kind of screwed up. I mean, I kind of wanted to see who I could have franchise tagged, and they're not even giving me an option to franchise tag anybody. Even if I wanted to. Like, I couldn't franchise tag. I can't franchise tag him if I wanted to. That's kind of messed up. That's kind of messed up. I don't like that. I can't go back and franchise tag anybody? Well, I guess not. That's all kinds of messed up. Alright, whatever. Didn't get to use my franchise tag. I didn't really want to use my franchise tag anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. I kind of don't like that though, because it's like I was thinking about franchise tagging somebody, but I can't think of who it was, and I didn't get the chance to. It's kind of messed up. Transaction. We resigned Deshaun Davis. We resigned DeAndre Walker. We resigned Rashawn Evans. We resigned Randy Gregory. We resigned Big Mac Davis. I resigned Ethan Greenridge. I resigned Kobe Gossett. I resigned Nate Davis. I resigned AJ Brown. So we resigned some people. I did some things. I thought I was going to let a lot more people go than I actually did. But when I saw Randy Gregory, I was like, yeah, now we're like, I need 53, I need like 11 more players, which I'll get. But we're going to look at the free agency. Andrew Beck is back. He is. What contract is Andrew Beck's on? I mean, I guess he's a good backup, sort of, he's a good backup tight end. He's down to his last year. Jonnu Smith's getting close too, but by the time he hits that, I'll be ready to move on from Jonnu Smith. Maybe I should get Brian Blair. I had to move up to get him though, so that's probably not going to happen. But we're going to go ahead and look at this free agency class. I don't know what I'm going to do. One thing I need to do is look at the team. Just look at the team as a whole and look at what we're going to do. We're good at quarterback. I probably need a good backup, a better backup than those two that I have. Good at halfback for now. We don't have a fullback. Corey Davis, AJ Brown, Joey Leonard, Jackson. We're going to need some receivers. Not a big play receiver. I think we got pretty good receivers. I just need someone else. Probably, I trust Leonard to be a good, he's more of a deep route. 83 catching, 81, 77 spec. Short route, not as good as the others. Release, it's pretty good. At least pretty good. Richard Jackson's pretty up there too. I just need another receiver. I like to have like at least 5 or 6 receivers, especially for preseason. So I don't know. It's not really a need. Receiver's not really a need, but we need more receivers. Jonnu Smith and Andrew Beck's fine. Taylor Owan is hopefully going to get traded, and Ebadiah Newsom will move in his spot. So we're going to need probably some more tackles. I got Gossett, Nate, and Nate Davis can take that spot. I'm going to have to get a center, which I'm hoping to get one in the draft. Kobe Gossett is the right guard. He's good. I got James to go to the left guard spot. So I got Nate Davis. And I'll put James there. And that's pretty good. Left tackle. It's going to be traded. Davis. Shaquille Hardison, not the answer. He'll never see the field. He's just not good enough. Gossett. I got Slade, but he's a 58 overall. He'll never see the field. Nate Davis, of course. Need another guard. Need another tackle. Need another guard. And Conklin with Greenridge backing him up. I need another tackle, another guard, and a center. Big Matt Davis, Jeffrey Simmons, Randy Gregory, I need another end would be probably the best thing to do. A developing end, because I really got Randy Gregory and I got Simmons, so I think we're good there. Another outside linebacker would probably be the smart thing to do. Just another outside linebacker, that's all I need. I need another outside linebacker. We need corners. I don't have any corners. That's corners. Kevin Byard. I don't want to trade him unless I get somebody. And we're good at strong safety. I need a kicker. And I need a punter. Welcome to free agency. I need everybody. What I need: wide receivers, guard, tackle, center. Need a defensive end. Need an outside linebacker. I need a corner. I need corners, a punter, and a kicker. Yep, we need a lot. Need a hell of a lot. But right now I'm going to go to trade. And wait a minute. Okay, never mind. I know what I got to do. I'm going to go to Taylor Lewan. He's on the trade block. And if nobody says anything, I'll see what I can get for him. I might see what I can get for him in a little bit. Everyone's on the trade block for the free agent class. I got $49 million of cap space. It's pretty good. Harold Landry's got bids already, and I'm not going to pay him what he wants. I just can't do it. Who we got as far as wide receivers? TJ Shark. Blanket, Philip Dorsett, Treadwell, Samuel, Debo Samuel, Devontae Parker, Humphreys is on there, Tyrell Williams, Riley Ridley, Hakeem Butler, Antonio Brown, Rashawn Jeffrey, I need to look at everybody. Just look at the class overall. Harold Landry, of course, is the big fish. Everybody's bidding on him. Darius Geis, Josh Jacobs, Snacks is on there. He's 34 years old, but he has Superstar X Factor. Xavier Woods, Jordan Howard, Darrell Henderson, right tackle Havenstein, 31 years old. He's asking for a lot of money though. Center, 33-year-old Matt Paridis, looking for that. Jarrell Casey's got bidders. Should we bring Casey back? I'm not bringing Casey back. He's asking too much money. That's the Lawrence, Chark. All right. Got to look for the guys we want to look for. At wide receiver, I'm thinking we're going to go draft. What's the one thing that I know I can't really draft? "26 years old, Shark. But he's more of a deep threat, and I kind of don't want a deep threat receiver. Ferris Campbell, deep threat. But he could take the place of how much money they're asking. Chark's 20. Ferris Campbell's asking for 17. I don't want to pay that. Cole Hartman, Miles Boykin, David Moore, Andy Isabella. Philip Dorsett's not asking for too much. He's a slot, but I want other guys to step up and be that slot. I don't think A.J. Brown's going to be a slot either, though. It would be nice to pair someone with Corey Davis, though, that can kind of Quan Treadwell. $2 years, $8 million. See, I do got some free agency capital, and that's tempting to use it. I got free agents. I got cap space capital, so that's kind of making me think about it. You know, there's Bobby Ridley, Keem Butler, Cameron Meredith, Antonio Brown. Can we bring Antonio Brown? Bring him to the Titans. He's old, though. I don't really want to go old. I don't want an old receiver. Hey, Sean Jeffrey, man, for $3 million. Hunter Renfro, Paul Richardson, Marvin Jones, Randall Cobb, Jay Allen, Burnett, Godwin, Keith Kirkwood, Jalen Hurd. Then it starts falling. The problem is I don't want to pay big money for a receiver. I got a big money. I don't want to pay $20 million to DJ Chark, man. I really don't want to do that. I don't want to pay that kind of money. He has no bids, though. Nobody's bidding on him. See what they got as far as guards. Center's going to be addressed in, hopefully, in in free agency. Reisner, 28 years old, 2 years, 12 million. Quit in Spain. Well, I got at guard, left guard, I got Nate Davis and James, which I think they can do it. I think I need to let them do that. I think they need to be those guys. 20-year-old Gossett, but I could have Larry Warford. Drew Samia, oh, everybody's bidding on him. Yeah, he's going to get paid. He's gone. He is gone. Warford would be cool. He's kind of old. He's only asking a year though, which ain't bad. But you got this star development, 6.9 million. Nobody's bidding on Gabe. He's not a scheme fit, but I need pass protection anyway. I'd rather have the agile, which he does have. It's just not his scheme. It's just not his it's just not his scheme fit. That's fine. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Since no one's bidding on him, I'm just going to try to get him for $6 million. Might as well, since nobody's bidding on him yet. $68 points. Well, it's in the green. We'll see if he takes it. So I've made a bid on him. How about tackles? We're good at tackle. I just need a young tackle. I might go draft for tackle. Because I got Conklin and I've got Obadiah. I'm good there. I'm good with tackle. It'd be good to get a young tackle, though, to back him up. And I can get a young tackle anywhere. So I got, okay, Lawan's gone, but I need someone to back up for Newsome. And Conklin and Greenwich take over the second spot. I can get a tackle anywhere, so I'm fine with that. We don't even have to look for tackle. How about defensive end? So Casey, Marcus Davenport, 28 million, no. 9 million for Justin Houston. No, I don't want to do that deal. Everybody's jumping on Christian Wilkins. Ray. Hubbard. Josh Sweat. 26 years old. No takers. No takers. 26 years old. Speed rusher. gonna go young, so if I can get a Josh Sweat in there, that wouldn't be bad. Let's look at him. The only thing is he's got normal development. He's asking for 1 for $2 million. So we'll see if we can make a deal there. I would just pay you $2 million. No one's offering him yet, so let's take advantage of that. We're offering $2 million, 88 points. So there you go. And I don't want to pay all that money out. I'm got young ends. I don't really need a big old end. Outside linebacker. King Griffin, 28 years old, 74 overall. That's kind of low. How about right outside linebacker? Of course, there's Landry, who's going to get paid. He's going to get paid a lot of money. Preston Smith, don't want to pay that. Lorenzo Carter, don't want to pay that. Ferguson, everybody's on him. Malik Jefferson. I'm not paying for a 30-year-old for that. All these guys over here are weak. They're just not that good. Everybody's low. Low development. Low development, normal development. They fit my scheme, but they're just not elite. They're not Harold Landry. Nobody's Harold Landry. But Harold Landry wanted way too much money. I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it. Malik Jefferson's asking for, oh yeah, you're asking for way too much money, man. Wow. These guys are elite. It's just the right outside linebackers are elite. Got some 80s overalls here, but they just want a lot of money. Preston Smith is kind of old. I don't want to pay him. I'm not giving $10 million a year, and I can't afford Landry. I don't want to pay Landry that money. David Ferguson's about to get paid. Malik Jefferson. Nobody's bidding on him. Nobody's bidding on him. Quincy Williams. Power rusher. Power rusher's down to 67. He's more of a run stopper than he is a power rusher. I kind of want a power rusher. I do want a power rusher, which is Landry. Preston Smith. He's got star development, but that's not going to help when his overalls, that's not going to help him when regression hits. He's going to regress, and he ain't going to be that good. Lorenzo Carter. This is a ridiculous amount of money he wants. He's a 69 overall power rusher. Jalen Ferguson. I don't want to spend all my money on like on that, man. This is gonna be bad. So that's gonna be a problem. Oh boy, this is tough, guys. I want someone who's better at zone and man coverage. Rocky Sin makes $14 million. He's asking for $14 million for 3 years. 7 have jumped on him. Rocky Sin is 27 years old, though. Nico Roby Coleman, slot. 31 years old, though. Which I'm not messed up with. I'm not messed up with that. Because I got young corners right there. And if I can pay him less to be a corner, I'd rather pay him less. I just have to sweeten this deal up a little bit. We'll go as far as $5 million, see what that gets me. We'll go to $5 million. Because he wants the fair offer of 4.3, and I got to top the Steelers. It's only for 1 year. I'm not making any drastic deals. 110-point deal. All right. So that's a corner that I don't have to worry about. Just get at least a corner, and then I can get another corner in the draft. How about punter, kicker, and punter? Greg Zerline. It's too old. Matt Gay, Brett Maher, Ray Sanders, Randy Bullock, Daniel Carson. But I want a really good kicker. You know, if you want a really good kicker, I could go Greg the Leg. Greg the Leg won't want that much. And Greg the Leg don't want that much. Plus he's Greg the Leg. Since I'm the one bidding for him. I won't go under what he wants. We'll just get Greg the Leg. So I made a deal for Greg the Leg. And try to get the year deals. I mean, year deals instead of just a bunch of year deals. That way, if I decide I want Holman, I can keep, and I go another season, I can keep Holman. These punters are awful. They're even worse than Brett Kern. I just get a punter in the draft. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, my negotiations. Nikel Roby Coleman at slot, because I got young corners anyway, and he'll be a good third one. Greg Zerline as my kicker. Josh Sweat. and Gabe Jackson. All right. And hopefully we'll hear something about Taylor Lewan. We'll go ahead and go to stage 2. That's painful. I got all this cap space, but I'm like, all right, what happened? Jackson accepted. Roby Coleman accepted. Josh Sweat accepted. Coleman accepted. Gabe accepted. Cool. I didn't have to negotiate. And I didn't even have to negotiate. Good job. Good job. I'm about to see about Taylor Lewan. Make this deal happen. Bears are not interested. Bengals are not interested. The Bills are. They don't have the cap space, though, I don't think, to do it, though, but we'll see. I mean, because I think it says this is what their cap space will be if we make this trade. All right. What do I want? How's y'all outside linebackers looking? I'm just curious. Don't look good. I'm not trying to fleece them, but I would like a number 2 pick. Just gauge what they want for Taylor Lewan. Nah, before you do that, see if they'll give you the number 1 pick. I'm just trying to gauge it because I mean, I don't really like to do this because it's like fleecing them. Number 1 pick. And now we'll just go right here for the number 1 pick. How much will y'all give me for Taylor Lewan? I'm just trying to check it out. See? They'll give me a 2 for him. But what if I give you my number 1 pick for your number 12? Accept it. We move up. I didn't really need to do it, but we move up a lot to get Lewan. Taylor Lewan is traded. He's traded. Had to do it. It might have been fleecing, but I had to do it. I still don't have a number 2 pick, though. That's one of my biggest problems. I still don't have a number 2 pick. See, now I got a number 12, but I got a whole gap there before I even pick again. So Or in the news, if it got picked up in the news, I just did that. They mentioned it, but I thought it'd be like a shocker. Anything else we want to trade? Who else we want to trade to try to get a number 2? I meant to get a number 2 pick, man, but I couldn't turn it down. It's like a first round. They got my first round pick at 32, and I got moved up all the way to 12. I couldn't help myself, man. I had to do it. I had to do it, man. Anybody else I want to trade that's worth anything? Derrick Henry? No, I'm not trading Derrick Henry yet. Not going to trade Derrick Henry yet. Not going to trade Derrick Henry yet. Gotta do some. Maybe Davis. Joe Hardison. Which one? Gabe Jackson moves over where Gossip's at. And then you got Conklin. Jeffrey Simmons. Big Mac Davis. Randy Gregory. And Josh Sweat. Tackle. Ash is good. It's got star development. Harrison Phillips. Harrison Phillips. How's that contract? $4 million. It's not that much. Let me hold off on that. DeAndre Walker, Sean Evans, David Brown, Sheriff Finch, Dory Jackson, Roll, Nicole Roby Coleman, Kevin Byard, Hooker, Myron Levy, Cruikshank, some other guy, Kicker, Hunter. Didn't I just get I guess I didn't get him yet. That's a tackle. Bears are interested. All right. They're not going to give me a lot for them, I know. I just want to test the waters. I just want a number 2 pick. Just want to test the waters, see if you can give me a number 2 pick. Harrison Phillips is gone. Trade him away for a number 2 pick. So now I got, Campbell and Ash will be fine. Ash has got star development. So I think we're good. I think that's a good trade. And we got more draft picks. So I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 5s, and a 7. Okay, good. Okay, let's go back to free agency. All right. My negotiations. Zerline isn't biting. Where we still got wants. I think receiver, I said, I'm not going to worry about receiver till the draft. I don't see any receivers that fit what I kind of want to do that aren't asking for a whole lot of money. They're either deep threats Antonio Brown, I can bring him in. Problem is Joey Leonard. I think we're good with Davis, Brown, and Joey Leonard. I don't need a superstar in there. And that's what I think. I think we're fine with what we got. You know, you can bring in a Hunter Renfro, but he's got normal development, and you can get someone from the draft like that. So I don't even think receiver is even a need. As far as like tackles, I just need someone to back up Newsom, but he doesn't have to be like a superstar. And I want someone that's a little bit young. And that's the problem. I don't want to get someone who's old that won't start. I want someone who can ride the bench and actually like be there and actually do something. And with these guys, it's almost as if, okay, you got a 34-year-old with star development. That's a guy that you start. You play him. Cam Robinson. I mean, I think he's all right, but he'll be a backup. And at right tackle, my tackles are good. I just need a backup person. As far as guard, we got Gabe Jackson, and I got Gossett. So the line's good. Left guard, I got Davis. So basically I need a center. At tackle, get someone in the draft, get someone in free agency. Guard, get someone in the draft at center. Good at guard. We're good at right tackle. So that eliminates that. Center's going to be a draft. Defensive end, we're good with that. We're not having to do anything. We're good at that. Good at that. Linebacker. Left outside linebacker, right outside linebacker is going to be a problem. We need to address it. I need to address it. But if you look at it, okay, you got a 26-year-old asking for $40 million. I'm not paying that. You got another one asking for $16 million for 2 years. He's 30 years old. Not paying him that. $24 million for Lorenzo Carter, who's a speed rusher. Not paying that. Malik Jefferson's asking for $26 million. I don't want to pay that. I don't want to pay that. So that outrules outside linebacker because I just don't want to pay I want a good linebacker. I'm just not wanting to pay what they want me to pay them. And since I have all this draft capital now, I think we should just go to the draft and try to get somebody. But if you draft somebody that's not really that good, then it just defeats the whole purpose. Like outside linebacker, you're good. Middle linebacker, you're damn good. Right outside linebacker is your problem. As far as corner, you just got a corner. But you probably need another one, but that's a draft issue. Because you don't need a superstar. You got two superstars right there, and Adoree Jackson and Shamir Roll. As far as kicker, Greg Zuerlein, I'm trying to get him. And we can get a punter in the offseason or in the draft. But right now we're just trying to get Greg Zuerlein. Okay, now I got a plan. I got a plan. Everything, I got a plan. Harrison Phillips goes to the Bears. The Wands in Buffalo. And we freed up cap space. Everything's going good. Everything's going good. Let's look at the Capitol. All right. We need outside linebacker. So let's go outside linebacker first, see how we're looking. There's Morris Ashley, 6.70 combine grade. How about right outside linebacker? Is anyone out there? Oh yeah, that falls a little bit more. But you can move these guys around if you have to. Chris Colin. Second round talent. Projected to go in the second round. So it's a little bit more second round there. First round is littered with some people. Like Morris Ashley would be your best bet. And I got him on my draft board. Okay, good. Center. I got Clay Shipley, power. Who's like the best center, early first rounder. Might be tempted to take him. But then you got Scott. Never unlocked this collection. Well, I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure he's good. Scott's a third rounder. Woo! Greg Jones, Rice. Can't go wrong, but you can't go wrong with Shipley either. There's some centers here. There's some damn good centers there. Corner. You want to go corner? Not going to go corner in the first round. It's not a really need. If you get down there, you can take Kevin Flotnot. Kevin Flotnot from Michigan, or Middle Tennessee is your man. Lamont Blake. Man coverage is bad. Don't want that. Rod Joseph. Who's good at slot from man to man? Yeah, that's what I need to look at. Dan Evans. Ooh, failed. Ooh, bad at zone coverage. I don't want that. You're good at man, but you're not good at nothing else. It's not good. Tackles. Don't need a big one. Need a one that's good. I'm down at points. You know he's good. Deep threat. Don't want a deep threat. No, Greg Jones looks really good. Let's see. I'm trying to find something someone that I'm interested in. Like outside linebacker. All right. Go ahead and send stage 3. Yeah, it's gonna be a long video. I'm glad I'm separating them. Woo. Fifth-year option. Cowboys are ranked the highest rated team in the NFL, according to Forbes. Why aren't we? Greg Zuerlein's a Titan. He's accepted. Fifth-year option. I scanned through some of our personal data for the upcoming season. I came across Jesse Holman's name. His contract's coming up a year from now, but we really couldn't find a way to get him on the field this year. Couldn't find a way to get him on the field this year. You think he's going to be an important part of the team? He did play you. Madden, fix your stuff. Yes. Fifth-year option on Jesse Holman. So, how much is he making now, I wonder? Jesse Holman. He was a first rounder, so signing bonus, $3 million cap, 2024 salary cap hit. Okay. I think I'm done with free agency. I don't think there's anyone I want. I think we're pretty much done. Jordan Howard, David Montgomery, Scantling, Singletary, Kenyon Drake. These are guys that are left over. Devontae Parker, Humphreys, still on the market. I just don't want to pay him. Green Bay, he'll probably go to Green Bay. Adam Shaheen, Fairbairn. He was asking a lot. I'd rather get Zuerlein. He was asking too much. Mike Gesicki, tempting. Gesicki and Jonnu Smith on the same team. Yeah, that'd be kind of awesome. Negotiations are over. My signings: Zuerlein, Sweat, Jackson. I offered a little bit of money to Jackson and got him. Sweat, not bad. 1 year 5, 1 year 2, 1 year 4, 1 year 5. Cheap deals. Harold Landry goes to the Broncos. They're paid him. I wonder how much they paid him. Darius Guys goes to the Broncos, so they're spending money. Josh Jacobs goes to the Bengals. Snacks goes to the Chargers. Xavier Woods goes to the Bucks. Hill goes to the Raiders. Darius Smith goes to the Eagles. Havenstein goes to the Dolphins. Paradise also goes to the Dolphins. Darrell Casey is a Jet. Ito Smith's a Niner. Tomlinson goes to the Rams. Lawrence goes to the Bucks. Chark goes to New York Giants. He'll play with Marcus Mariota. Snead goes to the Raiders. Yasin goes to the Rams. Paris Campbell goes to the Niners. Davenport Jr. goes to the Falcons. Yeah, my main thing is you can't keep everybody. And as much as I wanted to keep Landry, I didn't want to pay him what he wanted me to pay him. And because he is great, Drew Samia goes to the Raiders. Really wanted to keep him. I did want to keep Samia, even though he gave up some sacks. For the most part, he did good, but he's not with our team anymore. I don't see none of our players. Teddy Bridgewater's a Falcon. Teddy Bridgewater, man, was my guy, man. I really love playing with that guy as my quarterback for the Titans. He's a Falcon. I don't see anyone from us that went anywhere. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and look at more free agents. Not free agents. Look at this draft. Main thing is to if we look at receiver, who's on the list? Ben Davison. I'm not going first round for a wide receiver, but if you look at Andre Williams from Columbia State, yeah, that's the man, and he's a deep threat. Not the receiver we need. There's Joe Shelley, route runner. We're not going first round for a receiver, though. I just don't see the point of it. There's a good route runner in the second round. Sean Cole's in the third round. He's a physical receiver. Wouldn't be bad to get him. Let's go receiver in the second round, too, there's Zach Montgomery, 5.9, fourth rounder. So there's some good receivers here. Deep threat. Don't really want a deep threat. Fifth rounder, Freddie Wright. Pretty good for a fifth rounder. He's selected to be a fifth rounder, but he's a fourth round talent. Deep threat. Sixth rounder, Antoine Mann from Mount Union. Not that good. Physical receiver from Miami. Slot receiver in the seventh round. I really don't want to go that low for a receiver. As far as guard, yeah, I need another tackle for, as far as guard, yeah, you need a backup tackle. What's a good backup tackle in here? Because left tackle, of course, I really don't want to go crazy with it. You got Willis Brown, a pass protector. Let's scout him real quick. Lead block, I don't really like that. Luke Brown. Nope. Using up all my points again. All right. Dalton Rising is off the market. He goes to the Patriots. Carolina, yeah, they're talking about that. Yeah, and Harold Landry ended up being a big deal. Everybody jumped on him. I knew once I released him in free agency, he wasn't coming back. But I can't pay that man $14 million a year, man. I wanted to make a deal, and he didn't want to make a deal, so I couldn't do anything with him, which kind of sucks. I mean, I kind of wanted to make a deal with him, and I just couldn't get it done, and that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Okay, do we got a punter here? Of course, you know, you can get a punt. I should be able to get a punter later. Should have no problem getting a punter. But he'd be the punter to get. Wait a minute, why are they letting me off? Who can I draft that's... I need an outside linebacker that's really good. So, let me go check this out. Right outside linebacker. There's some I already done scouted. Add him to the board. Might be worth taking somebody early to get. But I don't want to miss out on my center, though. See, that's the bad part. I don't want to miss out on my center. Because center is a need. I know outside linebacker is a need. But there's others further in the draft. But Clay Shipley is a can't miss. You can't miss with him. He may not be a scheme fit, but you can't miss with him. With Clay Shipley, you can't miss with him. That's a can't miss draft prospect right there. You will not miss with him. That's a good slot. I went through corner. I looked at corner. Kenneth Flotnot would be a good slot corner to get. Absolutely. There's others, you know. You want to go further? You go further. Don't really want a zone corner, but if I want to go zone and have a zone corner, that'd be good. Man to man. 5.8, 6.1. Nope. D. Oh my God. Why are you even in there then if you're a D? C. C man coverage. Wow. D zone coverage. Like, if you're that bad, then why in the heck are you? Good God. Sam McCullough's really good, but Dan Evans is a beast. Lamont Blake, oh yeah. I tested out receiver. Don't want a deep threat. Did not want a deep threat. This is scraping the bottom of the barrel, but he's a 5th rounder. He's a 7th round, but he's 5th round talent at slot. That's good. Route runner. I don't want to go this early for anybody, but just scout him, just to be scouting somebody. Yep. I'm not even going to start the sixth thing starts the draft. So I'm not even starting that. I'm going to have it on a separate video. This video has gone too long anyway. There he is, guys. That's free agency. We look at the roster now. Not as good, but we're still working on it. There's Holman, Sheffield, Coe, Derrick Henry, Rockins, Haynes, Corey Davis, A.J. Brown, Joey Leonard, Richard Jackson, Matthew Lindsay, Johnny Smith, Ebadiah Newsom, Nate Davis, Alex James, some scrub, Shaquille Hardison, Gabe Jackson, Gossett, Conklin, Greenridge, Simmons, Davis, Randy Gregory, Josh Sweat, Brian Campbell and Joshua Ash, DeAndre Walker and Deshaun Davis, Rashawn Evans, Jalen Brown, Sharif Finch. We need an outside linebacker. We need another corner or two. Kevin Byard, Monty Hooker, Myron Levy, Matt Coker, Cruikshank, Hankins, Greg Zuerlein, and we need a punter. I got a first round top 20 draft pick, and then after that it falls badly. Number 2 at 55, number 3, 4, a 5, 2 5s, and a 7. And that's the draft. And I mean, that's free agent. And I said that's the draft. That's free agency. Ready to save point. Make sure I don't get too many fouls on here, but that's about it. And that's free agency, guys. I thank you for joining me for this, and draft will be coming up. Draft video will be coming up soon. Pretty interesting the way things went. Didn't expect Harold Landry to stay, and he didn't. You know, traded Taylor Lewan and got a pretty good pick for my draft for sending him. I gave him and my pick 32, my 32nd pick, in order to pick 12th in the draft. So I moved up a substantial amount, so we can get things addressed that we need to get addressed. Have a good amount of cap space. So things for next year for Holman set up in case we want to do another year of this series. I thank you guys for joining me for this. This was pretty awesome. Draft video coming up. See you guys later. Solo Dolo out.